Welcome back to B&B for Phone. Today is a beautiful day to dive into the absolute madness brewing in Los Angeles. If you thought the family rivalries were finally calming down, you are in for a wild ride. Grab your coffee and get comfortable, because the drama we are unpacking today is going to leave your jaw completely on the floor. We are about to witness another monumental confrontation involving Katie, Logan, Spencer, and Forrester Creations. But here is the massive plot twist. This time, Katie is not going toe-to-toe with her sister Brooke. Oh no, she is facing the absolute wrath of Steffy Forrester. Can you believe it? According to the latest whispers, Steffy is furious and demanding immediate answers from Katie. Why? Because Hope Logan is currently on a so-called leave of absence from Forrester Creations, but she is secretly hiding a massive bombshell. Hope is actually signing a secret contract with Katie's new fashion house, Logan, and you won't believe what happens next. Hope is secretly teaming up with Deke to launch an entirely new product line over at Logan. Katie is sitting directly on the hot seat as Steffy marches in to interrogate her. Did Steffy follow Hope? Did she see her sneaking into the Spencer Tower? We need to break down every single detail of this crazy situation right now. Let's be honest, Steffy Forrester is absolutely no fool. She has the predatory instincts of a shark when it comes to protecting her family's legacy and her position as co-CEO. Steffy has been dealing with so much chaos lately, especially with the whole toxic Ivy and Elektra situation polluting the design room, but she never takes her eyes off her primary rival, Hope. When Hope suddenly requested a leave of absence, giving some incredibly flimsy, weak excuse about needing time away, Steffy's radar immediately started pinging. I absolutely love Steffy's relentless nature, but sometimes her paranoia is completely justified. Steffy is highly observant. She knows Hope's dedication to the Hope for the Future line is borderline obsessive. For Hope to just step away and abandon her life's work? That makes zero sense in the internal logic of the show. Steffy likely started tracking Hope's movements and noticed her making highly suspicious, frequent trips to Spencer Publications. But here is the tricky part that adds so much suspense to this storyline. Hope has the perfect built-in alibi to throw Steffy off the scent. Her ex-husband, Liam Spencer, works right there in the Spencer Tower. If Steffy confronts Hope about lurking around the Spencer building, Hope can easily just bat her innocent eyes and claim she was dropping off something for Liam or discussing co-parenting matters. Liam has been aggressively pressuring Hope to quit Forrester and join Katie's new venture anyway. We all know how controlling Liam can be, constantly waffling and trying to dictate what the women in his life should do. I honestly cannot stand when Liam gets into his preachy, high and mighty moods. But ironically, Liam's overbearing presence at Spencer Publications provides Hope with the ultimate cover story. Steffy might not immediately jump to the conclusion of corporate espionage because Liam's presence heavily muddies the waters. However, Steffy's gut is screaming that something much more sinister is happening behind the scenes. Now, let's pivot to Katie, Logan, Spencer. Oh, Katie! I have such a love-hate relationship with her right now. She has always lived in the shadow of her older, more scandalous sister Brooke, and now she is desperately trying to carve out her own massive empire with the Logan fashion house. Katie is playing a very dangerous game of corporate chess, and she is playing it incredibly dirty. When Steffy kicks down her door demanding answers, Katie is going to be sweating bullets on that hot seat. But Katie is incredibly stubborn. She is going to look Steffy right in the eye and try to manipulate her way out of the interrogation. Katie's psychology here is absolutely fascinating. She feels entirely justified in poaching Hope because she genuinely believes she is rescuing her niece from the toxic, unappreciative environment at Forrester Creations. Katie will fiercely defend herself, adopting this cold, ruthless persona. It is amazing to see Katie stepping into this villainous, cutthroat CEO role, but she is severely underestimating the hurricane that is Steffy Forrester. And you won't believe the legal gymnastics Katie is preparing to use to save her own skin. If Steffy explicitly accuses Katie of violating the non-poaching agreement between Forrester Creations and Spencer Publications, Katie has a massive loophole ready to exploit. Katie will likely argue, with a completely straight face, that her new company, Logan, is entirely separate from the historical Forrester-Spencer treaties. She will claim that the deal she made with Brooke literally only applies to the main corporate entities, not her independent fashion startup. That is crazy. It is a brilliant, sneaky plot twist that shows just how calculated Katie has become over the years. She is technically telling the truth, but it is a truth built on pure deception. This legal loophole is going to drive Steffy absolutely insane because Steffy hates being outsmarted on technicalities. We also desperately need to talk about Deke's involvement in all of this, because this is the wild card literally nobody saw coming. Deke has been working over at Il Giardino, dealing with his messy romantic fallout with Remy and offering sweet life advice to Dylan. So how on earth does he fit into a high-stakes fashion launch at Logan? This is the kind of slow-paced plot payoff that I live for. Deke has always been searching for his own identity, trying to step out of the dark shadows of his father, Deacon Sharp. Teaming up with Hope Logan to launch a new product line is the opportunity of a lifetime for him. I suspect Deke is bringing a fresh, edgy, perhaps lifestyle or culinary adjacent angle to the Logan brand that Forrester simply cannot compete with. Hope recognizes Deke's untapped potential as a successor character in the business world. Their secret partnership adds so much depth to the story because it brilliantly bridges the gap between the restaurant drama and the high-fashion corporate wars. Deke is finally getting a chance to shine, but he is walking right into the deadly crossfire of a massive family feud. Let's zoom out for a second and look at the sheer, beautiful irony of this entire situation involving Brooke Logan. While Hope is secretly sneaking around the Spencer Tower signing lucrative contracts with Katie, what is Brooke doing? Brooke is actively seducing Ridge Forrester, making him this incredibly uncomfortable offer to replace Steffy as co-CEO. Brooke is risking her entire relationship with Ridge and declaring absolute war on Steffy, all under the delusion that she needs to protect Hope's position at Forrester Creations. Can you imagine the catastrophic fallout when Brooke realizes she is destroying her family for a daughter who has already jumped ship? That is the kind of dramatic irony that makes this show an absolute masterpiece. Brooke is fighting a bloody battle that Hope has already completely abandoned. When Brooke finds out that Katie successfully poached Hope right from under her nose, the Logan sisters are going to tear each other apart. Donna explicitly warned Katie this would happen, but Katie arrogantly refused to listen. So, does Steffy actually know the full truth about Hope and Deke? I don't think she has the signed contract in her hands just yet, but she knows enough to strike hard. Steffy's confrontation with Katie is a calculated fishing expedition. She is throwing out heavy accusations just to see how Katie reacts under pressure. Steffy's anger is fueled by years of historical resentment toward the Logans. Every single time she looks at Hope, she sees Brooke's legacy of entitlement and manipulation. If Steffy confirms that Hope is using a fake leave of absence to build a rival brand, Steffy will not just fire Hope, she will publicly and viciously humiliate her. Steffy will completely dismantle the Hope for the Future line and erase Hope's legacy from the Forrester building forever. I am entirely on Steffy's side here. You absolutely cannot use Forrester resources, take a fake vacation, and secretly build a competitor. It is textbook corporate treason. Looking ahead, I have some major predictions for how this spectacular mess will play out. I strongly believe Steffi is going to hire a private investigator, maybe even pull someone from her grandfather Massimo Moroni's old, shady contacts to get photographic evidence of Hope and Deke's secret meetings. Once Steffi drops those glossy photos right on Ridge's desk, Brooks' entire co-CEO power grab will instantly disintegrate into dust. Ridge will be thoroughly disgusted by Hope's betrayal and will fully back Steffi's leadership. The real suspense is whether Katie's Logan brand can actually survive the wrath of the Forrester empire. Will Hope's new product line with Deke be a massive, industry-shaking success, or will Steffi crush it into oblivion before it even hits the runway? What do you guys think about this explosive confrontation? Is Steffi completely justified in her burning anger, or is Katie playing a brilliant, unstoppable game of business? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because I am dying to hear your theories on how this corporate war will end.
What do you guys think about today's drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of bold and beautiful news. See you in the next video.